Led Zeppelin, Tangerine. Boys and girls, on today's episode, that's exactly what I'm going to be checking out. I'm going to be doing the studio version and then the live version. Reason being, one of our subscribers by the name of Matthew kindly donated to the channel and requested 2 songs. He wants the studio version and the live version. So, we'll do the studio version first. I know a good bit about Led Zeppelin. I know this. I know obviously the members. I know the history of them. I know a good few of their songs. Tangerine, I have heard of, but haven't listened to it. I've got a feeling I might maybe know the riff. I may have heard it from watching classic documentaries or whatnot, or just a riff that you've probably heard going in a indie club or a bar when you're younger. So who knows? Either way, I couldn't tell you from the top of my head. So it's basically this is a fresh page today. We're going to check it out. Who knows? We might even try and play the riff. But it's a Jimmy Page riff, so they're not as easy as they sound. They're actually more complicated than they look, his riffs. And a lot of people play his riffs wrong. But we'll try and replicate it. So without further ado, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's get into this.
Summer's day, I only find it slips away to grey. The hours they bring me pain. Tangerine, tangerine, living reflection from a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be, does she still remember times like these? To think of us again.
This is nice. I haven't heard this.
And I do.
Mate. I miss that type of production from albums and from songs nowadays. So raw and unrobotic. The chorus is great. The lyrics are great. Let me tune this. I tell you what, I haven't heard that song before. I have not heard that. But it was very pleasant. I've got to say, one of the better songs I've heard by Led Zeppelin. those kind of chord structures in general to me are just, they're winners. Sounds similar to other things, but then when you think Led Zeppelin, it's realistically the other way around. There's probably other songs that sound similar to that, because they're like very, you know, inventive when it comes to songs and styles and the way he played. Do you know what I like about Robert Plant as well? And a lot of people have compared. I don't know if you guys are watching, you probably have heard of Greta Van Fleet. Greta Van Fleet are a newish band now on the scene who've been about the past 10 years. And you've had a lot of quite coffee to people. They either like them or they don't. Some people say they absolutely rip off Led Zeppelin. I do agree to some extent. They obviously have, you know, definitely taken great inspiration by Led Zeppelin. But I do enjoy them at the same time. But what I like about Led Zeppelin is Robert Plant, although he could go high, he did keep that register during some of his songs quite low. And he sang from his main register, but when he wanted to go high, he did. Whereas with with Greta Van Fleet, I think he's very much singing in that high tone a lot of the time, and I'm not a biggest fan of that. And it, again, kind of with Rush. I've been watching a lot of Rush recently, and I like the songs where Geddy Lee is kind of singing in his lower register, and then he hits high on the chorus, as opposed to singing high throughout. I like that dynamic and change, and I think Robert Plant got it very right. But like I say, I ain't no hater. If I'm honest, I think Greta Van Fleet are great, and they got a new album coming out, so that should be fun. Subscribe if you want to see me reacting to that. But right, now we're going to do Led Zeppelin Tangerine 1975. So Led Zeppelin are in the prime of their lives at this point. Let's check it out and just see what the boys are saying live in the act.
Song of love in its most innocent stages. It's called Tangerine. Measuring the summer's day, only find it slips away to gray. The hours that bring me pain, tangerine, tangerine, living reflection of a dream. I was her love, she was my queen, and now 1,000 years between. Thinking how it used to be.
Mate, this is great.
Does she still remember times like these?
That's a great. I like the way he's saying that. The way he's singing these sentences, the way he's phrasing it is very nice. It's very folk. I mean, more folk so than on the original because it's acoustic, but you can hear it's folky. This.
Does she still remember times like these? To think of us again. And I do, yeah. Tangerine, tangerine, living reflection dream. I was her love, she was my queen. And now 1,000 years between.
Dynamics. You know what I liked about that song? It was it felt different from the usual rock and roll heavier stuff that they do. It was a bit of a sweeter side to them. Great lyrics. I feel like Jimmy Page, really, his style is... all those little... he's got all those little pull-offs and slides that he does. That's very much Jimmy Page's style, and I love that. It's like in between playing lead and rhythm, and that's what you have to do when you're a guitar player. You're the only guitar player in a band. You have to be playing the chords to give it that some lift. But then it's like, how do I also add character to it instead of just being a basic strummer? And that's where his playing came from. It came from a necessity of not having it. Mother of inventions, Necessity is the mother of inventions. I think that's the correct way of saying it. But either way, great song. I loved it. Nice lyrics. What are people saying about this? So simple but perfect. Yeah, again, I agree. Simple but perfect. As opposed to the usual songs that they play. So many different elements. It was nice to hear. I was almost expecting it to go down an unusual route, because you do sometimes get that with Led Zeppelin, where it goes somewhere different. Where it's a bit more of a, you need to listen. But that was just, you could stick it on in the background. It's just easy. That was very good. What do you guys reckon? I swear a lot of people say that Led Zeppelin 4 is their biggest and best album. I think that's what people say. Let me have a look. What is known as Led Zeppelin's best album? Led Zeppelin 4, yeah. Wait, IV. That is 4, isn't it? Yeah. It's regarded as their best. It's got Stairway to Heaven, Black Dog, Rock and Roll. Okay, it's got some tunes on it, let's be honest. But what do you guys reckon? Because I think I definitely want to go down a lot more of their catalogues. I've also got many questions when it comes to Led Zeppelin. Why? I know when they split up, it was because John Bonham sadly passed away, and they thought there's no need to go on. But wasn't that in 79? So what did they do for the rest of their careers, Robert Plant? What did Jimmy Page do? Surely he had loads of riffs that he needed to get off his chest. Did he have a solo career? I'm unaware of any of that stuff. You guys let me know if you want me to check that kind of things out. And if you want to request more Led Zeppelin, you know what to do. As seen on screen, link in the description below. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.
Blue, Raygo blue, Raygo blue, yeah, Raygo blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. thought today we'd react to let's do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it
Me
the old
like
squatting up bosh.